Hi, it's me again with another PJ Rated. You might wonder why I'm standing like this. Well, I'm trying to get a nice pose, casual one. See if I can work this out. Like putting the chin on the fist type thing, like some people do. I think it's when people are thinking. Anyway, I want to show you this shirt. As you know, this is from The Big Bang Theory because Sheldon Cooper wears a lot of Flash shirts, and this coordinates just right. Pretty cool, huh? So I want to talk to you guys about my Universal trip. And by Universal, I mean I went to Universal Studios Hollywood since The Wizarding World of Harry Potter was just released. And since going to Orlando is just a little overexpensive. And by that overexpensive, I mean I would get bankrupt as soon as I leave the airport. And so now that I've waited for a long time for it to finally open, me and my mom and dad went over to Universal to see family as well. Got to see my cousins, my Aunt Lisa, and my uncle, and my other uncle, who was not related to my other aunt and uncle. Very confusing. And so I woke up 4 o'clock in the morning, got showered, put on some little hair gel to get that spiky hair look. And so I took my cousin Andrew to Universal Studios with us, since he's never been there before. But he's pretty excited for it. And so we got an Egg McMuffin over at McDonald's and continued going forward until we parked at Universal City. We got there very earlier, like at 7, and it doesn't open until 9, unless you somehow figure out a way to get tickets that let you in at 8, but we didn't. But I was making friends with one of the announcers, asking him what's it like to be an announcer and his kind of job, and he shared what his experience, and we talked. We became buddies, and luckily, out of nowhere, but I'm really glad, he let us in, early admission. And let's just say he was a pretty awesome buddy. And so we went to Universal. We went straight to the Harry Potter world, also known as the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Sorry for that. And one of the tips the announcer gave me while I was talking to him is to wait until there was a very long line at the Forbidden Journey ride, so that way we can experience all the interior at Hogwarts and get to take it all in, like with the Sorting Hat, Dumbledore's office. But unfortunately, my dad thinks that we should get done with it earlier, so we didn't have time to take it all in. No, we did, but not very long. And so we went through Hogwarts, and it was like stepping in through those doors and seeing all the stuff that you can see in the books or in the movies. We went through Dumbledore's office, and we stepped in front of the the Griffin statue that was in his office first time. The Defense Against the Dark Arts class, and we saw a lot of moving portraits, especially of all the founders giving their opinions about Harry Potter. I mean, it was so cool. And there was this teacher that goes from portrait to portrait talking about some stuff, and then there were some other portraits giving instructions about the ride. And then when we reached it, because they were all talking about a Quidditch match, we rode the ride, and it was all like going up and down with our 3D glasses. I mean, I was so excited, and I was so pumped up. I started screaming a lot for no apparent reason. There were happy screams, and then when the dragons did fake set my feet, when the dragon sets my knees on fire, there, I finally got it out. But he didn't actually set my knees on fire. It was sort of movie magic. You know how rides go. And I just imitated the, hot, my knees are on fire. Sort of like a little funny intricate and such. So anyway, that was exciting. Although the spiders kind of freaked me out a little bit. But I enjoyed the ride nonetheless. So there you go. And anyway, after that, we went on the Griffin ride, the Hippogriff ride, and we sort of jerked around and such. And by the way, another roller coaster. that I was able to get on, which very few, unless you count Thunder Mountain Railroad. And so we went and explored and got on all the rides. We went on the studio tour, saw all of the sets. I already went on the tour once, but second time's better than nothing. So we saw everything, and we went through the King Kong section of the tour. And also, after the whole jerking and the whole Kong pulling us around and trying to get us from being eaten by the dinosaurs, we went on the final part of the tour, which is Fast and Furious. And let me tell you, they tried really hard to make it look like we were being chased by criminals, and the entire gang from the movies were just trying to save our butts. And let's just say the developers of this section of the tour succeeded in keeping up the magic. And so we also went on Transformers ride, which I was very excited about because ever since I heard about it, I always wanted to go on it. And I was not let down. I had a very amazing time. And let's just say I was screaming, smiling. And let me tell you, I was smiling. Happy smiles. Because I finally got on the ride that I always wanted. And after that, I went on Jurassic Park ride again. You think after I rode on it the first time for my last trip, it wouldn't feel new to me. I would be prepared for what happened. Though, let's just face it, the drop, pretty intense feeling. I mean, I would feel like I was just going down and I would never stay in my seat. Luckily, I did. And I didn't have a raincoat with me, so I actually got cooled off for the rest of the summer. And I think that was when they got out the guy who dressed up as the Velociraptor to come out. Anyway, we went on the Return of the Mummy ride, or it's the Revenge of the Mummy. Could be either. And that was probably one of the most intense rides I've ever been on. There was a lot of jerking. There was up and down. I actually felt like my head was going to go off. And so let's just say I was given a break from all the rides. Also, I went to Ollivanders and got my wand, though I wasn't actually picked during the segment, but I managed to get my own wand anyway. Not like the ones that the characters have, but, like ones made out of this tree bark or this tree bark. And it was very hard to decide. I wanted to get both wands. That one because it fits in my hand and one because it fits my personality. But I didn't have, let's just say I wasn't able to pay a lot for both wands. So I got one wand that fits my personality. And we went towards the London section of Universal, and we were just taking photos. Me in a phone booth and me using my wand to do the whole Lumos thing right on the lamp. And let's just say it was pretty fun using my wand. I was pretty happy about it. And I went exploring Universal a little bit on my own. And the least I expected, I ran into Doc Brown. And we talked for a little bit and chatted. But he had to go really early. So it was really cool catching up with the cast member that played Doc Brown. Not the actual actor, but, an actor that played the character for the theme park. Anyway, we went through Shrek. Oh, and Waterworld. Now that was one of the most exciting shows that we took Andrew on. Lots of explosions, lots of jumping, lots of water flying around, and everyone was pretty excited about it. Even the actors were pretty excited about it as well. And after that, I just ate at the Three Broomsticks. I had bangers and mash, which are kind of like sausage covered in sauerkraut and mashed potatoes. It's pretty good, actually. And well, let's just say I talked to a few of the people, the guys and the girls that look out and stand right by the lines, the people that work at Hogsmeade. I talked to them for a few bit, made a few friends or acquaintances, but very close acquaintances. Though I'm not sure. Now, maybe acquaintances, but maybe, let's just say I got to know a few people, and surprising, and in a matter of speaking, I got Hogwarts conductor to go and subscribe to Netflix, I think. Let's just say he might be a subscriber to a mogul streaming network. So after that, we just head on home, had some family time, and just went back home. And that's about it for Universal. But let's just say I had an exciting and amazing time. Let's face it, I can never experience like that ever. Well, let's just say those are one of those rare experiences you ever get, mostly because Universal is a more mature theme park. So, and also I'm 23, so you can understand why I've expressed so much excitement during my trip over there. So anyway, you're probably tired of me saying, this is PJ Mac, this is my YouTube channel, PJ Mac / Imagination Studio Man, and this is PJ Rated, my stand-up comedy series. I mean, what am I? An average cliche TV announcer? Please. I'm original. Or at least I try to be. So anyway, this is it. Subscribe, like, share, comment, whatever fits into your schedule for this video. And I'll see you next time.